Welcome to week 3, part 2 of my DIY closet series where we install vinyl plank flooring. First, we made sure to get stubborn screws like this out of the floor, and then we went on to cleaning the floor to make sure it was dry and clear of any debris. And what's a DIY without a dance party? Next, it was time to lay out the underlayment for extra cushioning and sound absorption. According to the manufacturer's instructions, you're supposed to lay it perpendicular to the direction of the flooring. The underlayment had 2 edges, one side which is sticky where you peel it back to expose the tape, and the other side which is clear that you overlap over the sticky taped part. I made sure to smooth each seam out, and then I cut it with a utility knife to size. And this is the part where the DIY took a turn, and I got super frustrated.
Hit this on walls.
All right, that's better. So I went with this Home Depot Home Decorator Silverton Oak laminate flooring as my choice. We brought it all in from different boxes and started laying it out and quickly realized that's not the way to do it. I started laying the first row and quickly realized that I was going to have to make some cuts. So down to the miter saw we went. Safety first, and because I don't have a sliding miter saw, I had to flip it over and cut it on both sides.
I cut off the wrong edge.
That just means that, you know what, fine. I'll use it down here.
I left my marker downstairs.
Okay, let's try this one more time. What do we have here? I cut it to the right length, but I forgot to remove that nail. All else failed, just smack it. So if you have the click-lock system of flooring, you'll have these seams that don't quite go together. And I highly recommend getting a flooring installation kit, which comes with 2 tools. The first tool is this one where you can use a mallet or a hammer to scoot the seams closer together if you have a tight space like this in the corner. Second tool is a block, and this evenly distributes the hammer, or I'm using a mallet, but the hammer weight on here, and so it has a little lip on it, if you can see right there. This fits right on the edge, just like that, and you literally use it without jacking up the edge of it, you know? So it floats like that, and then it just fits your seams really nice and pretty. Disclaimer, I am not a flooring professional, nor have I ever done this before. Speed this up a little bit. Once I figured out how to use the tools, I laid it out in a randomized pattern from a bunch of different boxes so they weren't the same.
I didn't just a little bit. I got smart, and I moved my saw upstairs.
And if you don't have a miter saw, you could easily use a jigsaw, a circular saw with a guide, or they even have some floor cutting tools that you can buy. Once I got to the door jamb, I had a bit of a conundrum and I didn't know how to get this piece to lock together with the piece next to it and fit around the door jamb without cutting it. I'm going to show you what I'm going to try. I am just going to trace. What I did was I butted it up like how it would go. I'm going to actually cut this out.
My jigsaw.
Ooh. Moment of truth. Good. And oh my God, I can't believe it actually worked. The laying was actually pretty easy. The tools made it easier, and having my miter saw upstairs made it even easier. But then I ran into this conundrum. I'm sure this is not the right way to do this, but you know what? I'm doing it anyway. So I have this vent back here. Yes, I should have covered that, but I'll vacuum it up later. So what I did with my jigsaw is I just took this to the very edge of where it is, and I took it to the very edge over here, and I did a couple of passes with my jigsaw here, and then I just took my chisel and kind of chiseled it out so that now I can put my jigsaw back in to the spot. Add flooring to the DIY checklist. Overall, I'm super happy with this flooring, and if I can do it, you can. Follow along and subscribe, where in week 4, I build bases to accommodate a 5-inch baseboard and modify and assemble the IKEA PAX wardrobe frames.